Opened back in 2003. Have a look at the link. Lincoln Financial Field, where 70,000 are rocking and ready to go in Philadelphia. Tonight, we've got a great Sunday night matchup between the Chicago Bears and the Philadelphia Eagles. Here in the booth, Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis, is always pleased to be with you. And this one should make some fans of defensive football very happy. CD, we have two of the top 5 pass defenses about to go toe-to-toe here in this one.
Thanks a lot, partner, for showing a little love to the defensive side of the ball. These two units have certainly earned it, and I like the fact that you recognized it. Look, I expect this one to be a lower-scoring game than we're used to seeing because both teams want to move the ball through the air. Both teams know how to shut it down. It's going to take big-time plays and maybe a few mistakes on the defense.
The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. Taken in at the 3. And he returns this to the 22. Philly's offense getting ready, and Jalen Hurts ready to lead them. The second-round pick who started his career at Alabama, then finished with an electric senior season at Oklahoma.
Well, the silver lining from last week, he played phenomenally, kept the ball clean, and led them to the end zone several times. You know these NFL quarterbacks, though, they trade away all those touchdowns if it meant getting the win. That's his focus this week.
First play, and Hurts looking to throw it. He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. The game's first play produces 6 yards. Brings up second down. First carry for Kenneth Gainwell. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. This defense for the Bears, they were very good a week ago in that win over Minnesota.
And what keyed their victory? The pass rush. Got to the quarterback 6 times for sacks, and plenty of other turbulence in the pocket for him as well. Hard to throw the ball downfield, but all you're seeing is opposing jerseys come at you.
They only needed 1 yard on third down. They get 10 instead by going to the air. On first and 10, it's Gainwell. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. The numbers on the ground for Gainwell last week. 19 carries, 71 yards.
I can't remember the last time we did a game and a coach didn't talk about establishing the run first. But they've lost 2 straight games, so they still want to do that, but they've got to have some contingencies, some other options. Expect them maybe to throw it a little bit to open up things and maybe run it a little bit more later in the game.
Philadelphia picking up the first on a gain of 15. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Ready. Throwing is Hurts. Throw right side, caught by Goddard, the tight end. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And now third down and 6 to go. Hurts sets up to throw it. Escaping, and a big loss here as he's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
You've called plenty of games in your career. Do you believe in momentum, my man?
I do, and I think we're seeing it right here.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. The run that he's been on, how about that? 3 sacks in a game a week ago, and another one right here. Oh, he's feeling it in a big way.
Pilardi now on to punt as he sends this one away. And out of bounds, sailed over, looked like right near the pylon. This one's going to be perfect. Directional kicking at its finest, right down at the 1-yard line. could not have thrown that out there any better. When the ball hit the ground, I thought it might go into the end zone the way it was angling, but perfectly jutting out at the 1.
You think maybe what we saw in practice came into play there? You know how you put those big cans down on the sideline and then angled for them and shot for them? Looks like it worked out pretty well for him, too.
And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. They'll start this drive out on the ground. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
And give him a lot of credit there, but even more credit to the guys up front. In that situation, you know it's going to be a stacked defensive front. And to be able to gain that much yardage, that's a big win for the guys on offense.
Yeah, they were just about standing on their own goal line, so to get a few yards there, a great start. Now we'll see what second down brings. Throwing on third down, Fields. And this is taken in by Darnell Mooney. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. Here comes the Bears punter now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. Now a fair catch taken just across midfield, maybe by a yard or 2. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And the Eagles will have it, taking over first and 10. Here's Hurts to throw. Middle of the field, it's Robinson. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. Looking to throw again on second down. Hurts dancing to his left. And he'll just get rid of it.
Well, sometimes the defense just beats you. Great coverage from the secondary. All of them in the proper position. So instead of trying to throw into tight coverage, he found a way to throw it away and come back and try again the next down.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on second down. Hurts. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. And this won't get there. Won't be on line either. It's no good. Off to the right, and this will remain a scoreless game. That would have been from way downtown. Pretty big roll of the dice, and he comes up a bit short.
Yeah, you knew when you saw the holder setting up on the other side of the 50 that this was going to be a long shot. But to me, there's really no loss here because you've shown confidence in him. Kicking it from a long distance, that'll pay dividends. And the miss, you can shake that one off. He wasn't likely to make it in the first place.
Give the tackle to Hassan Reddick. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields. And that one incomplete, but now a penalty flag coming in late. That might be PI. So they saw the contact before the ball arrived. Penalty flag for pass interference.
And trying to avoid pass interference is so difficult. You're trying to slow down these skilled receivers, and somehow, some way, they make plays on the football, and sometimes you're there too soon.
They run straight ahead here with Pollard, and he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. The rushing numbers for Pollard last week, 12 carries, 69 yards.
Well, to no one's surprise, he gets an early rep right there, and they've been playing their best ball this season as they built this winning streak. And that includes the ground game, where he's kept the offense productive and put them in position to win ball games. The question now is, can this defense that he's facing do what others haven't and finally put...
inside the 5 to the 4.
Fields, we know he has the good mobility. He flashes it there as he scrambles for the first down.
We know they have these RPOs in their playbook, and look, we're seeing it here in the first quarter. You think we're going to see it as the game continues?
They trotted them out early for a reason, partner. They're letting them know that this is in the arsenal, and we rely on it. You better be prepared.
Touchdown, Bears!
Darnell Mooney.
His 9th touchdown of the season.
And the Bears put the Knights' first points on the board as they take the early lead.
Cairo Santos on to try the extra point. And he's got it to make it 7-0 in favor of the Bears. The drive summary that time, 5 plays.
And finishing it all off was Darnell Mooney with a touchdown reception.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Taken in at the 3. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Called it the 26. Philadelphia's offense ready to go again.
And they were in field goal range the last time out, but couldn't connect.
And it's early in the game, so I don't think that the confidence just goes entirely out of, running your kicker back out there. But let's face it, some coaches have a little bit less. Others. Let's see if they call the game differently now in terms of what they do on drives and not try and settle for field goals.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Hurts. It's caught. Smith. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now second quarter action from Philadelphia, and it's the Eagles in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
From the gun, it's Hurts.
Steps away to his left. Man open is Robinson.
And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
They talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts.
Open man is Goddard, the tight end.
And he's going to get this down near the 25.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Straight ahead, it's Gainwell.
And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Looking to throw.
And that one's going to be off target and incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
On 2nd down, Gainwell looking for space.
He gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4. The Eagles on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and goal. Back to throw. And Goddard's got it. Touchdown, Eagles. 4 yards on the touchdown grab.
And the Eagles are an extra point away from drawing level.
Extra point right down the middle, and we are tied at 7. So that drive in total 8 plays. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
And the drive was all finished off on the touchdown catch by Dallas Goedert. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Chicago offense set to get started.
And Charles, if the season ended today and it
chance?
Not going to. We still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 22 yards there, a first down.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
On first down, Fields. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And the Eagles are in great shape here as they take over at their 40. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10. And they'll begin on the ground with Gainwell. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before it could even get started. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. And this one complete to Smith. So the completion good for 6 yards. 3rd and 7 now. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Eluding the pressure right.
And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
Well, here's your first example of how this guy can beat you in more ways than one, because they took away his arm, but he was more than happy to dissect it with his legs for that first down pickup.
From the gun, a give to Gainwell. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
And they'll stay on the ground with Gainwell again.
Gets past one man. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
56 yards on the ground for him now at 9 carries. And they run the option here on 1st and 10.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw.
Here's a screen with Gainwell.
And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 2nd and goal from inside the 5.
It'll be Hurts on the option.
And he's in for an Eagles touchdown. Jalen Hurts, a 4-yard touchdown scamper.
And the Eagles have moved out in front.
Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. So that drive goes 8 plays, and it results in a 4-yard touchdown run. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
This one fielded at the 5. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. That 7-0 lead in there is short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they get this game tied up.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10.
Fields. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Cole Kmet. We've hit the 2-minute mark in the second quarter, 14-7. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Fields now to throw. And this will be caught by Mooney. Fields going to hurry his guys to the line. To the air again, Fields. And his throw here is going to be incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
And he's got enough for the first across midfield to the 48. First down now, but that clock rolling. Going to run again here with Pollard. He'll take this to the 46.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
And this is caught by Watkins. And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. Now a first down throw, Fields. Looking left side, and it's complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. The Bears moving hastily in the hurry-up offense. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
They made a nice effort to stick it with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
To throw again on second down. Fields going for Evans, but that pass is intercepted. And the Eagles force the turnover, and they'll take over at the 10.
As far as they did, got over the 50-yard line. Don't you think that drive deserved a better ending? I think he needs to get with his coaches on the sidelines, make some immediate adjustments, and that's what you do. You don't wait. You do it from series to series because drives like that, that end with a turnover, that's multiple times they picked him off already in this opening half.
So we've come to halftime here. Halftime over, no problem with us. We skip right to the third quarter and continue this midseason contest. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Bears going to see the football first, and they trail here as we get back underway to start this second half. And he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. The Bears offense set to go to begin the third quarter. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 5 catches for him in that first half, and that's number 6 that we just saw, and also a first down. Here's Fields. It's caught by Mike Evans.
So the completion good for 7 there, and that will bring up second down.
He kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
On second down, it's Pollard. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
The last run good for 2. Here's second and 8. Pollard going to try the right side. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Another 2-yard gain there, but they'll need to do better this time. It's 3rd and 6.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
And now on 3rd down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first.
To throw is Fields.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 29-yard line. Mark that down as a pickup of 13, and the Bears have the first.
On 1st and 10, here's Fields. Pollard here once again, back-to-back catches.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 12 more yards for him there. It's a first down.
Well, they've certainly had their share of troubles running the football in this one, but this play is almost an extension of the running game right here. They set up the screen, let him work out in space on the perimeter, and he turns it into a big pickup.
On 1st and 10, it's Algier.
And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line.
And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. A play fake, now Fields to throw.
Out to his left. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a first down.
Evident there that he learned his lesson from the last drive. No way he was going to force a throw that time. When nothing broke open, kept it, and ended up running for a first down himself.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
The goal is certainly to try and make a big play happen and climb back into this game, but you have to be careful. If you overdo it, you could turn it over and hurt your team.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. Mike Evans, a 7-yard touchdown grab.
And the Bears are an extra point away now from tying this ball game.
Boy, that route is really tough to cover because if they're running it correctly, you think it's really going to be a slant.
Yeah, well, we talk all the time about how it's tough to execute offensively, but you're saying, don't forget, it's tough to cover for the defense, too.
Yeah, the number one thing that you're taught is to not get caught inside or get beat inside. So you guard that a little bit more. So that gives you a little bit more space to operate outside if you start your move initially inside if you're a receiver.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away.
Taken in at the 3. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
So here are the Eagles now as they get set for their first possession of the second half.
After that last touchdown we just saw, Charles, we got ourselves a brand new ball game, all tied here in the 3rd as they have their first possession of this second half.
And Brandon, this drive is all about one word to me, and that's the word answer, because they're trying to answer the momentum the other offense picked up in time.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A.J. Brown, 81 yards. As his guys have now moved out in front. The extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is now 21-14. Those are the ones the offensive coordinators dream about. One-play drives from that distance. What an effort. It results in the touchdown.
And this will come out to the 25 as Jones elects for the touchback.
Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. They did what they had to do to start this third quarter, went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it. %70 or better 2 weeks in a row? You have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
Fields going to get that out wide to Mooney. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 60 catches for him now on the year. This last one, a first down.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Now, quick throw there, going to be batted away and incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. One incompletion, two incompletion. They're going for more.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Here's Fields.
And that is incomplete.
And based on the play we just saw there. Guy you want to challenge in coverage on these all-important snaps. He certainly looks dialed in right now.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. That's taken on the 25. 35 yards that time on the punt.
And it will be Eagles foot. They start the drive here with Gainwell. 70 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Again, a run with Gainwell.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Well, this play to move the sticks. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts.
Throw right side, caught by Goddard, the tight end. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches. Here's Michael Pilardi now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. 46 yards on the boot. The coverage holds him to just 3 on the return. And it'll be 1st and 10 Bears from deep in their own territory.
Fields and the Bears now with a 1st and 10.
At their own 13. They'll run with Pollard to begin the drive. A nice move gets him a few extra. Down just shy of his 20. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields. And that is going to be incomplete as he let him a bit too much.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable. And that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
And Fields going to have the first down before sliding to a halt to avoid the contact.
The drive stays alive. A 3rd down gain of 8. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 14 yards and a Chicago first down.
Okay, take us to school here, Charles. On a play like that, pretty successful RPO. What's the quarterback looking at?
Basics, he's looking at the defensive end or the outside linebacker. If that player crashes down to take the running back, quarterback pulls it, runs to the outside end. Some teams, though, will read different players depending on defenses, but basically it's that outside player.
Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3. On 2nd and 4, now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Bears on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. He'll wind up getting 2 there as he does it himself and picks up the first.
It's been a good drive so far. They just wanted to keep it going, so they call low-risk, low-reward play. No one's worried about picking up big yardage here. Quarterback sneak, keep the chains moving, and pick up another first down.
He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I think we were both wondering if we... push it deep downfield, facing a 1-possession deficit late, and they certainly didn't disappoint. They gave it an effort.
To throw again on 2nd down. Fields going deep here for Watkins. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Some coaches like to take the shorter look. Some, they like to go for the big shot. No fear in risking a deep ball there, but it wasn't enough to get him the completion.
And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 25-yard line. That 3rd down conversion good for 23.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Pollard. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. That's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set him back for 2nd down.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense is pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game. And all that pregame whooping has turned into results.
There goes a deep ball, end zone. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Santos' kick is up and through, and that'll bring them back within 4. So an interesting call there to take the 3. I mean, I guess they're thinking that their hands were tied, but, you know, 4th quarter, that field goal might not help them that much in the end.
Yeah, eventually they're going to need the touchdown. The thinking must have been they didn't feel confident about picking it up there, hoping maybe on defense they can get better field position, get a turnover, get a better play, and then they'll have a chance to attack the end zone.
So here are the Eagles to take over. They lost 2 straight coming in, but good news for them right now. They've got the lead and the football. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. From the gun, here's a run by Gainwell. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
I like that run right there, partner. Not the flashiest run, not the one that's going to break for big yardage, but he understands the situation, and taking care of the football, paramount, and he got it done.
Nursing that slim lead, you're exactly right. Hold on to that ball. He's going deep for Brown, and that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Here's Michael Pilardi now as he's on to punt for Philadelphia. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. Jones on the return. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And the Bears take over. The Chicago offense set to get started. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead. So the drive's going to start with Pollard. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
They go back to Pollard on 2nd down. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. And they try to set up the screen, but that almost disaster as it falls incomplete. Very nearly a turnover, but it's 4th down. Fourth down, Fields has to have this one. That's complete to Mooney. And he is going to have the Bears 1st down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Now it's Fields. Over the middle, it's complete. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line. A bit of a catch for him to remember. That's number 400 for his NFL career. Not a bad number at all. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Throwing again is Fields. And Fields going to have the 1st down before sliding to a halt to avoid the contact. A solid gain of 15 yards and the sticks move. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Swinging this out for Pollard. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Now a give here to Pollard. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. Back to throw, Fields. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Justin Fields,
A 9-yard touchdown run. And the Bears have taken a fourth-quarter lead. Not the first time on this drive we saw him take matters into his own hands, and this time he finishes things off with a touchdown run.
You're not going to be happy with me, but I think he took matters into his own feet, didn't he?
Oh, Davis from the top rope. I like it. Now an important extra point here to stretch this lead to a field goal. He's got it, and this is indeed up to a 3-point lead. A 10-play drive that time. And it was all capped off by the Justin Fields touchdown run. He took it in himself. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the fourth quarter. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. He'll drop this underneath for Gainwell. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Hurts going to take this himself. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. He has enough for the first down, and the keeper a gain of 6.
Well, that's the fear any defense has when the quarterback gets involved in the running game. You don't usually account for him, and he's hurting them today.
Yeah, he's been very involved in the running game. Defensively, when you got the coverage good downfield, how do you account for him, though?
Occasionally, you start to spy him. Take someone that has the same agility, who can dance with him, run with him, and try and keep him in the pocket.
Yeah, that'll be especially critical. Stretch in the fourth. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down. So it's Eagle football. Reset. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. He's back to throw. Setting up the screen with Gainwell. Hurry. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. On a huge mistake late, it's intercepted. Picked off by Jaquan Brisker. And the Bears have just about sewn up this football game. When you talk about making winning plays, that is a winning play at this stage of the game. To come up with that interception, huge.
I like how you identified that, because most people think winning plays are the offense trying to get it done. In this case, nursing a lead, they found a way to make a play on that side of the ball and maybe finish things off.
The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts, as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Now a timeout called for by the defense, as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Trucks over him, and they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout, and they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. And they'll indeed take a knee. The win for the Bears just around the corner. They go down to a knee.
Partner, they took a knee to finish this one off. To me, that's the only thing they lost in the fourth quarter. How about that comeback?
Yeah, trailed coming into the last frame. Got it done, taking the knee. Down to a knee one more time, and that should just about do it. So this one in the win column for the Chicago Bears, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that fourth quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the fourth quarter, That tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. And they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So for Chicago, the win will help them keep pace in the playoff race as they move to 6-3 on the year. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Jacksonville to take on the Jaguars. Meanwhile, for the Eagles, they'll lose an important one here as that drops them to 5-4 on the season. And they'll try to get back on track next week as they head to Dallas to take on the Cowboys.